We're going to talk to CBS News senior White House and political correspondent Ed O'Keefe following both campaigns. Hello on a Monday, Ed. Okay, so Harris campaigning alongside Liz Cheney today. What can we expect for the rest of her day?
Yeah, so they've made the first of 3 stops that they're making today, Reed. They just wrapped up here in the suburbs of Philadelphia, Malvern, Pennsylvania. This is an area that's home to a lot of independent and moderate Republican voters, the kind that are on the fence or looking not to vote for Trump this year. So the event, an intimate gathering at this small community theater behind us, was designed to reach those voters, especially women in these suburbs, to suggest to them it's okay to do so. It's in your interest to do so. It's in the interest of the future of the country, they argue. They're on to Michigan and Wisconsin next, where they will be making similar appearances in this sort of theater in the round, moderated conversation, take a few friendly questions kind of format. All of it, again, designed to chip away potentially at independent, moderate Republican voters who might be inclined to vote for her, but just need. We should point out, just while they were meeting here in Pennsylvania, the Harris campaign let it be known that Susan Ford Bales, the daughter of the late President Gerald Ford, another Republican from another era, has officially endorsed Vice President Harris. That's notable because they're headed into Michigan next, so we'll see if Ms. Ford Bales makes an appearance at that event, but she's put out a statement saying that she too is one of those Republicans, registered Republicans, who plans to vote for the vice president.
All right, so you are also covering both campaigns. Let's talk about former President Donald Trump, who we just heard hammering FEMA and putting out some more of the narrative that some of which President Joe Biden has said part of misinformation. What can we expect from Donald Trump today?
Well, it's not just President Biden, Reed. It's FEMA officials, it's other North Carolina, local and state officials who dispute almost everything he had to say about funding there. Yes, there have been payments made to people who've been affected. No. That money is not being diverted from or reduced because of other funding that is used to pay for the care and the handling of undocumented immigrants who cross the border. They're separate bank accounts. If there's a need for more funding, Congress will take it up at some point, probably after the election. But there has been no aid withheld from communities in North Carolina, as the president and some of his supporters have alleged, and it has caused great misinformation to spread and, frankly, danger to FEMA and other state officials who've been trying to help those communities. So for the former president to do it again today is merely to stoke and spread misinformation. But he is there more broadly to express support for those that have been affected in a part of North Carolina, outside of Asheville especially, that historically votes Republican. And by being there today, he's sort of hoping to remind those in those communities that as you rebuild your lives, as you rebuild your homes and businesses, please also find a way to vote in the closing days here. And it also sends a signal to North Carolina officials, as if they needed the reminder, although they're working night and day to make it easier, that they don't want to see any irregularities in access to the ballot box or to mail-in ballots, if that's the preference, despite the storm. And we know North Carolina officials have been working to ensure that local early voting centers are open, that polling centers will be open on Election Day, and that the vote can go as smoothly as possible.
Ed O'Keefe, always great to talk to you, especially on a Monday as we set the agenda for our coverage. Donald Trump mentioning he's not getting a day off. We know you also don't get a day off. You continue. We appreciate you so much.